pathogens. Okay? Now this is what happens also in the gut. And let's come back here and talk about this. When we have a gut, let's just call this our digestive system. Okay? We have, let's just say we got the beneficials over here and the bad guys over here. When you put food into that system, your pathogens, okay, are going to take your minerals that you want in your bird, and their job is to oxidize them. That means your bird gets zero use out of those minerals. Those pathogens will turn those into an unusable form. Your good guys reduce or change the structure of those minerals, and they get absorbed. So there you go on your mineral absorption. Who's doing the reconstruction in here? My good guys or my bad guys? Okay?
So if your population of the pathogen is too big, then
even though the minerals are in your feed, your bird can't get them. And all of our feed is loaded with pathogens, some more than others. Bad guys make our feed, our minerals unusable. These substances, when they get absorbed, cause inflammation. Okay? These pathogenic toxins destroy our enzymes, destroy our cells, and destroy our organs. Increase the stress on our immune system, and it weakens the animal. Now, this is just as applicable to farming as it is bird growing as it is to human health. The father of pathology, I don't know how you get that title, but he got it before we did. If I could live my life over again, I would devote it to proving that pathogens seek their natural habitat. That's the environment. Diseased tissue, rather than being the cause of the diseased tissue, that is, mosquitoes seek the stagnant water but do not cause the pool to become stagnant. So however we alter that environment, that's who shows up. Okay? In crops, the presence of insects, disease, and pathogens in the field is not the reason for crop failure. These are merely indicators that the crop has already failed.
Didn't rain there.
And so, again, nature has a way of balancing itself. It works in this natural system. When you look at pathogenic organisms, specifically in plants, when we look at pathogenic fungi, pathogenic bacteria, insects, they have a different food source than beneficials do. Pathogenic organisms cannot eat healthy plants. Can't do it. They do not have a digestive system that allows them to digest complete nutrient compounds. Your compounds are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and oils. Those are your three plant primary metabolites. If those are in good shape, that pathogen cannot eat that food and process it. It will kill the pathogen. And that's the magic behind how nature works. Beneficials do not eat the same things that pathogens eat. That is not their environment. And so in a crop, if I have the presence of disease, it's an indicator that my crop is unhealthy due to a mineral deficiency. I do not cure the mineral deficiency by applying a fungicide. I do not cure the mineral deficiency by applying an antibiotic. I simply treat a symptom. And I prolong the disease. what we're trying to do here is look at why the system is wrong and fix it. Because it's way cheaper to fix it right than buy the perpetual dependency and keep it sick. Okay? Pathogens. And this is, and again, when we're talking about plants, I took some of this from the plant stuff. Pathogens are no different in us. If you think we will work any different than a plant, you're on a wrong planet. Okay? Our physiology is the same. Pathogens in us live because we alter the environment for them to live. When we have unhealthy, diseased, incomplete nutrition in our tissue, it is their food. And they will find you because they're always there. That allows them to grow. We go, why did the chicken die? Could be a lot of reasons. However, pathogens in every form eat unhealthy tissues in every type of organism. It has to be mineral deficient, incomplete. That is their food source. If that food source does not exist for them, they cannot grow, they cannot reproduce. So that's when you come back to the germ theory or to the environment. However we alter the environment favors which group of microbes we grow. Okay? Everything a pathogen eats has to be less complex. They have a less complex digestive system. It has to be incomplete. These food components can't be in the right form. Our tissues, when they're not in the right form, disease and pathogen can find them. Okay? Now, the pathogens have a role in nature. They clean up the gene pool. And they're supposed to prevent us from eating things that are unhealthy. So, for example, we don't see a lot of aberrant growth deformities in nature because nature calls them out. How many chickens you got with 2 heads on them?
I have one with 3 feet.
You got one with 3 feet?
Yep.
Okay.
It hangs off to the side.
That's an endocrine disruption.
To the high line bird.
Is that a highline bird? Well, hey, give me a picture of that baby, will you? That's worth $1 million.
I have to, if I can find it again in the flock, I will. I was gonna kill it, and I noticed it in the pullet barn, and I decided, why don't I give it a chance? And it's laying eggs.
Well, you might as well get something out of it, as long as it doesn't have a big boil on the egg, right?
It's just a small egg hanging
Yeah.
off the side.
Well, the interesting thing is, there are chemicals, there are neurotoxins that when they come into the bird through the feed, they will interrupt the endocrine system, and that's part of your reproductive system. And so sometimes you get you'll get an extra leg, you'll get all kinds of interesting quirks off of these endocrine disruptions, but those are toxins that are driving that. Okay? But they're in our feed, you know? So anyway, these type of compounds, they attract pathogens, disease.
It wasn't the egg, it was when it had before it hatched, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It was in the parent material. Something happened in the incubation, the gestation of that egg, absolutely. The chemical was in there and it messed it up.